Hey you guys, it's onfire and welcome back to another kirkaio video. In this video I'm gonna be showing you how to create a kirka.io client. But before we start, I wanna remember you to leave a like and a subscribe for more kirka content like that, and I hope you have an awesome video. Of course, this video is going to be a tutorial for a default kirka client. It's not going to be every single feature also of my client, since my client is still under development, but you're going to see how to create this client without knowing that much of coding, because I guess if you click this video you don't know JavaScript, or if you already know but you don't know how to start, you can simply watch this video. The first thing that you need to know is that you need Node.js. Node.js is basically a program that is going to create some folder and also some modules, so some library that we need into this program. As you can see, there is this link. I'm going to put it also in the description. You have to install the most recommended for you, so don't go to the latest feature. This is for Windows, so I guess you can also use it on macOS and Linux, but with another version of Node.js. Just click right here. I won't do that since I already have it. You'll also need Visual Studio Code, because I think it's the easiest way that you can actually use. You can download for Windows. You can download it for Windows, for macOS, and also for Linux. Another thing that you need is Electron Forge. In fact, this client is going to be done with Electron. Now that you have downloaded Node.js, Electron, and Visual Studio Code, open the installer or the setup of Node.js, install it into your PC, install also Visual Studio Code, so make the setup and everything, and also make the setup of Electron Forge. Now, open a new folder into your desktop or wherever you want. I'm going to call it kirka.io test. Now we can open it. Go down there. So now that you have created this folder, I created it and it's called kirka.io test. You can call it whatever you want, it's not going to change anything. The thing that you have to click is click on File right here and go down there and open folder. When you click open folder, it's going to appear this little window. Go to the folder that you just created and click on select folder. There you go. kirka.io test is right here for you. Click on the top right here, terminal, and click on new terminal or new prompt of command. As you can see, there's this little thing right there. Now, if you install Node.js Electron correctly, you should be able to put this little thing right here, npm init electron app latest, and then you can put the name of your client. I'ma call it test. Click it. We have to wait until it finishes. Alright, as you can see, it finished. Right now, you're going to see everything right here. There's this little thing, get ignore. As it says ignore, you don't have to watch it. There's the config, so there's the name and the platform and everything that you don't even care about it. There's the JSON file where you can see the name, the version, which is going to be 1.0.0, and a few things that automatically get spawned more than 10,000 line of code, and also the package. This is going to be actually useful if you want to change something. The name of the author, for me it's onfire29, for you it's going to be another name, your name of your computer or whatever it is. But this is not what we care. You have to click on source, src, and you don't really want to see index CSS since it's not going to be useful, and index HTML. You can actually remove them if you don't like them. But the thing that we do really care is the index.js and the preload.js. In the index.js, they're going to be everything of your client. So, as you can see, there is const up. I know that you're not going to understand anything, but that's why I'm here for you. First thing first, I don't think you want to open the dev tool once you're going to open the client, so you can simply remove that. I recommend you to turn up this thing like 1500 and 900. That is just an example. There is a little thing that you actually need to know. The main window load file. This is going to open the index.html that you have right there, but you don't really want to use the HTML right here, right? So, I'm going to remove everything, and I'm going to explain you everything, actually. Alright, a few things have changed, as you can see. We don't really care of the open dev tool. Now, the two bar right here that you're seeing, it's simple a comment. So if you type // this is a comment. You can type whatever you want. It's not going to change anything into our client. So if you're not sure about anything that you're doing, you can just type // but remember, if this is only a comment, you're not going to see anything into the client if you put it into a comment. So if the text is in a green color like that, this is a comment. Create window. Don't touch it. Create the browser window. So we have the main window. The main window is the window that is going to open when you open the client, simply. Full screen true, because I guess you want the full screen when you play and you don't want to play on a window. Then I put the auto hide menu bar, because if you put it on false, it's going to appear something like that on the top of the screen, and it's not really cool to look at it. Then I change the width and the height. You can put it whatever you want, but I prefer to put it like that. Also, there's the web preferences. The web preferences is actually interesting. The preload path join, this line of code right here, it's going to be Egypt for you. Like something impossible to understand. It's just a line of code to open the preload JavaScript. There's nothing here because, as you can see, those are comments. It's not going to impact your client. And then I put a little shortcuts right here. To put the shortcuts, you can just simply do like that. You must always put the const shortcuts. They require the Electron local shortcuts. There are three types of shortcuts. There's the local shortcut, which is the thing that we need. And then we have the global shortcut, which is something that you don't really like, because if you type F11, the PC is not focusing on the client but on the browser, and you click F11, the client is going to open in full screen. Or F5, it's going to reload the client, which is not something that I really recommend. I recommend you to put local shortcut. And then we have a thing that is really important into the shortcut, which is the F5. F5 basically reload the page. If there's a bug, if the client it's not loading kirka.io, if there's a problem with the market, if your character doesn't appear, you can type F5 and it's going to reload the page as the same thing into the browser. Nothing new. And then there is the important, very important thing. Main window load URL. This thing is going to load into your client the browser of kirkaio. So it's going to open this link, https://www.kirka.io. If you want to save, you can simply go right here and click on save, or save it with name, or you can type Ctrl+S. If you type, I don't know, // hello, and you type Ctrl+S, it's going to save The web security on false is simply a thing that you should introduce into your client because the logins couldn't work without this thing. Because the web security is going to say, hey, you're not into kirkaio, you're into a client. And the logins couldn't work. So I recommend you to put web security false into the web preferences. Also make sure that you put the brackets correctly, because if not, there's going to be into problems right here, a few problems down there. Now that you have everything, go to the terminal and type npm start. npm start is simply a line of code that is going to test if the terminal is not going to work. That is not a problem. You can go into your folder and there's going to be the test, because right now I actually opened the terminal of the kirka.io test, but I have to use the test that I tried. So click on it, go up here and type cmd. It's going to open the prompt of command. And right here you have to type npm start to test your client. It's going to take a little bit the first time since it has to load everything. As you can see, there's a little problem with the local shortcut. We didn't download the library of the shortcut. I'm going to put every single link in the description, so don't worry about it. Alright, I'm going to put also this link in the description. As you can see, there's a little line of code that we must put if we want the local shortcut or the global shortcut. Just change it to global shortcut, but I recommend you to use local shortcut. So go back into the CMD. If it crashes, you must replace it. So CMD another time and put npm install save electron shortcut. It's going to install the library from the internet, so don't worry. It's going to take a while the first time. It depends also on the power of your computer. As you can see, it's finished. npm start another time and it's going to load. Don't worry about the white screen, it's just loading. Alright, as you can see, it opened kirka. That is kirka, but that's your client. As you can see, you should type F11, you can put it on full screen, but it's going to use full screen on default because you put a full screen on true. And yeah, that is kirka. You can use also the login with Google, the login with Facebook, YouTube, Apple, Twitch, Discord, and thesekiei. Everything, you can use that. Once your client is going to be okay, so it's actually playable, you can type npm run make, and it's going to search for your OS. So for me, it's Windows on 64-bit. It's going to create a .exe file, so a runnable file for your computer to run. You can also try to change the icon of your client, you can change the name of your client, you can change the default background of your client, and everything more. Here we go. We should have the test, because this is the name of my client, the test 1.0.0 setup.exe. What does it mean? It means that when I'm going to click on it, it's going to actually make a little setup. This is the default one. As you can see, it's loading. And this is your client that you created. The time for the video ends, but don't forget that we're streaming on Twitch, so make sure to follow us right here. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.